where do you guys find yourselves here? On a 2-game winning streak, and you've been taking points pretty consistently from games. Also, a really big opportunity with maybe not just even this game Saturday against the Rowdies, but knowing that you have 2 games against a team left that's ahead of you on the table. Just what do you think about the current situation that you guys find yourself in?
Yeah, I think we're excited about the opportunity. We know the quality that Tampa has, and it's always a good game and a difficult game. But the preparation has been good. The spirits have been high, and we're excited to get there and hopefully put on a good performance.
First meeting since the conference final last year, and I think all 3 games last year against them were 1-0 to either side, so always close. How are the teams different since then, or do you feel like it's just going to be another LouCity, Tampa, very tightly contested sort of game?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of similarities. I think it's going to be a tight game. 2 good teams going up against each other. They're a well-coached team. Nicky's doing a really good job there. So we are, preparing for the quality that they have. Obviously, they had a midweek game here yesterday night. Took some things from that, which was good. And we'll look to make sure that we do the best we can to execute the game plan.
How much of the focus is it's been an up and down year, but just getting it right at the right time, and do you feel like that plays at all into the recent results that you guys have had down the stretch here?
I think confidence plays a role in that. I think we understand this time of year, not a ton of games left, and as I said before, goal is to focus on making sure every weekend we understand the expectation, the game plan, and look to execute that. And the table and those things take care of themselves, right? So focusing on what we can control, which is our mentality, our effort, our discipline, and making sure that we leave everything on the field. And I have felt over the last 2 games we've certainly done that.
When you guys have the experience that you have, a ton of guys who have been in these spots before, how beneficial is that for the final stretch of the season, that they know what it takes to make that final push?
Yeah, I think it's huge. I think it's been a big reason for the success over the years. There are some players in the league that are experiencing new feelings this time of year, ones that they haven't had, new pressures. Our group has been there, and they've felt those things numerous times over their careers, especially here. And so it is important for preparations. It's important to keep guys calm and focused, I think, is the big thing. Not worried about outside noise, not worried about anything other than the job that we have to do. And as I said before, the commitment that we have to executing it at a high level.
And then you have younger guys getting into the mix like Carlos, who came up to the academy, local. Just his development, what have you seen from him to reach this point?
Yeah, I think a couple things. Number one, the kid is fearless. If he makes a mistake, he moves on to the next play. I think that's something that's really important, especially for a young player. When you look at the quality that he has on the ball, his ability to pick out a pass, obviously set piece delivery is excellent. And we've seen him grow in all of those areas, and so his ability to stay humble but still be confident in what he does becomes important for the growth of a young player. And when I look at his performances over the last few weeks, I think you're seeing all those things combined, which is really powerful.
You talked a lot in the past about mentality maybe being the most important thing for kids who are developing, and he talked a lot about just trying to stop overthinking things so much. Is that something you talked to him about as a whole?
I think we've certainly talked about it. He's talked about it with my assistants as well. There's a tendency as a young player to overthink, if I don't play, what's going to happen here. And he's done a really good job as of late of making sure that he focuses on what he can control, which is how he trains every single day, which is the effort that he puts in every single day, learning from the areas he needs to improve, and remaining confident in the areas that he's been really good.
And to see him come through with a couple assists, how big do you think that was for his confidence?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that.
Oh, that's okay. For him to come through with a couple assists, how big was that for his confidence?
Yeah, I think huge. And confidence is I've talked about it this year, and when some of our games haven't gone the way that we want, confidence is really important. And I certainly think that his confidence level right now is high, as it should be. But like we've talked about to all of our guys, is making sure that we remain humble, no complacency, but still confident in our abilities.
I think we've got 2 big games to pay attention to on Saturday. Just your thoughts on racing, getting to the Challenge Cup final.
I'm so excited for them. obviously watched the game last night, an incredible finish there in the first half. To me, a team that is fighting for one another, being relentless, everything that we want at this club. So really proud of them, happy for Kim, and I cannot wait to, I'll be able to watch on Saturday because I think the game's at 12:30, is that right? Yeah, so I'll be able to sit in my hotel room after the team meal and watch the game. I'm excited about that.
I don't know if I've ever asked you guys this, but do you guys ever feed off of each other? Like when you see they've kind of fought hard these past 2 matches to get 2 tough results. You ever see that and think to your guys, be like, hey, there's a lot of synergy right now?
Yeah, I think we're fortunate to be able to have the facility that we do, that we're able to see them, at lunch every single day, breakfast every single day. So those conversations certainly happen. I'm fortunate to be close with Kim and Bev and their staff, and we're constantly sending each other messages about supporting one another and all the best and things like that. And so I think you certainly feed off of it. You want everybody to do well, and when it's I think it was a 6-point weekend last weekend, is that right? That's great for everybody, and you hope that we can help each other as much as we can, and I certainly feel we've done that, both groups.
In terms of the team's mentality, I know it's something that you regularly bring up. I know there's kind of been some highs and lows throughout the season, but it feels like, at least as of late, the team's really hit a stride. Do you think the team's kind of figured it out and they're getting hot at the right time and going to be able to continue it on? Yeah,
I think the one thing we talk a ton about is making sure that when you walk off the field that you have no regret, and that I should have done those 2 yards, but I didn't do those 2 yards. And I think over the last couple of weeks, you've seen the group doing that, making sure they're doing everything that they can to have no regret. And my belief is that when we have that, we have the ability to win every game that we play. And the games that we lose, typically you look back on it and say, we didn't have the right effort, we didn't have the right mentality. And so when I look at the last couple of weeks, I felt in training, in the games, the players have left everything that they can on the field. And when they do that, I think it leads to success.
Now, as far as this weekend goes, I mean, we've already talked about the past history with Tampa, but it also presents a pretty awesome opportunity, not only for you guys to solidify an opportunity to play at home, but maybe even climb up the table even further if you get 2 wins against them. I mean, do you just treat it as just another game, or do you try to kind of play into the magnitude of the opportunity?
No, it is just another game for us. And as I said, what we can't control is the table. We can control the performance and the effort on Saturday night. And I said to the group in there today that if we bring the mentality that we have over the last couple of weeks, if we start the game the right way, the way we expect of ourselves, then we're going to put ourselves in a really good position to perform well here towards the end of the season and hopefully into playoffs.
And last question, can you share anything about player availability? I know Wes was excused last week. I see him out there. Is he going to be available?
Yeah, Wes is back. There'll be a couple players missing, not due to injury, just with some things going on for them personally. And then, let me see, who am I missing? There was one. Oscar is going to be questionable on the night. Good?
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thanks,